Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on that in the month of the October, how the planetary transit is going to be influencing all of us. Like the way guys, I always say this thing that my videos, especially the transit videos, cannot be seen as the prediction, because prediction is generally made after giving attention to your natal planetary alignments and the activated dasha. So these kind of videos just help you mentally be prepared that in your external circumstances how the planets are going to be influencing you. And this is going to be very auspicious month guys, especially for the Hindu and the Vedic followers, because we will be celebrating Hindus biggest festival of the festival of lights, Deepavali. There's going to be the Bhai Dooj, which the brothers and sisters they celebrate. There's going to be the Sharad Purnima, Somvati Amavasya. So lot many of the auspicious alignment will be formed in this month, which if you actually want to reinforce the planetary strength in your chart, you want to do any remedy for the removal of any planetary affliction, so this month has got lot in store for that. And yeah guys, before we will start our discussion, so my voice is slightly kind of shaken up because I have cold, I have fever, like the way I mentioned in my weekly horoscope video that for the Aquarius moon, the eclipse energy can make you sick, and that's where I am. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. So first we will just have a brief look that how all the planets are going to be governing or behaving in this month. So guys, Sun in its monthly transit for half of the month is going to be in the Virgo sign, and then it will move in the Libra sign. Now it's going to be a kind of tumultuous energy for the planet Sun, because in the Libra it gets debilitated over there, and it is not going to be receiving the aspect of the planet Jupiter, because during the same time only like Jupiter will also make a move in the Cancer sign. Yes, but when we talk about from the government point of view, like for the fame point of view, you have to be careful, because Sun is debilitated and in the Leo sign Ketu is transiting over there. When we talk about from the planet Mars's point of view, so Mars beyond doubt is going to be strengthened in the Libra sign. Libra I generally see as Mars's good placement, because immediate after that Mars is geared up to move to its own territory, its own sign Scorpio, and from the Libra Mars actually give its aspect to some good houses, the sign of its exaltation, fourth aspect, straight aspect to its own sign of Aries, and the eighth aspect as well to the Taurus. When we talk about from the Mercury's point of view, so Mercury is going to be very dignified this month, like it's going to be exalted till October 2nd, and from October 3rd till 23rd it's going to be transiting in the Libra sign. So with this combination of the Mercury, Mars and the Sun over there, lot of emphasis is going in the domain of the Libra, of the commercial aspiration. When we talk about from the Venus's point of view, so not a very good news. Half of the month Venus is going to be in the Leo conjunct with Ketu, and immediate after that Venus is going to get debilitated as well. So in the matters of the luxury, in the matters of the courtship, love, romance, slightly unsettled kind of energy for this month. And yes guys, the mega transit of the planet Jupiter in its sign of exaltation will also happen on October 19th, and some of the dates which I will mention for all the rising signs, when there is going to be the Gaj Kesari Yoga which will get formed in the transit, and for any of the attraction, proposal, Moon and the Venus combination, we call it as the attraction or the Akarshan Yoga, but now that is a different case that Venus is going to be debilitated, so I cannot bet much on the power of this combination, especially for this month. But otherwise Moon Venus combination actually create lot of passion, lot of attraction. So yes guys, that is what the brief overview highlight of this month is. Now we will start our discussion customized to all the rising signs. So guys, when we talk about for the Aries Lagna natives point of view, so guys, one thing is for sure that this month is going to be very supportive for you, especially in the domain of the business, in the domain of the recognition. Also when we talk about the matters of the courtship, relationship, this month has got good potential for you guys. Because guys, what's happening right now for the Aries Lagna, the 10th and the 11th lord, Saturn is in a kind of a very twisted kind of placement. So your income lord is like kind of retrograde in the house of losses and expenses, and it is also giving its very restraining third aspect to your second house of the saving as well. So I'm very much sure that for the Aries Lagna, their finances and their flow of the income would have taken a hit. And Rahu cannot be trusted in the 11th house. It fluctuates a lot. So I mean to say, with your ascendant lord now being in the 7th house, with the due diligence support coming in from the Mercury, so for the commercial aspiration point of view, and like the way I mentioned, Jupiter's formal entry in your 4th house, some sort of auspicious Manglik event, religious gathering in the house, and like initiating a house buying process. Many people do that around the time of the Dashera, Deepavali, buying golds, ornaments. So all of that can be considered during this time. So for that point of view, this month has got strong potential for you. Guys, when we talk about your love life, so over there is definitely going to be a feeling of lack, because Ketu is already transiting in your 5th house, and your 5th lord is going to be debilitated. Venus, your 7th lord, is going to be debilitated as well, 12th from it. So see, when we talk about matrimonial proposals coming into you, so your ascendant lord will do its job. But when we talk about finalization, so don't be in a rush to finalize things. But yes, proposal will come, and in the existing relationship, there will be that kind of lack which you will feel in your intimacy with your partner for sure. And for the artist and the creative people, see guys, all what I can say is that proposal will come, opportunities will come. It's just like that when the 5th lord gets debilitated in the 7th house. So many times you might have to compromise on your ego. So just don't be very egoistic, just be realistic with the matters of the pride. And if you can work on that area, then I can say that yes, there might be some like artistic creative opportunities which could be on the cards. So yes guys, that is what overall I can say for the Aries Lagna. But one thing is for sure, that if you are in a business, this is going to be a supportive week. And because all the Hindus and the Vedic followers, very auspicious month of Diwali, buying gift, buying new furniture, buying new vehicle. In the 4th house, Jupiter's formal entry, for all these auspicious purchases, it's going to be a supportive month for the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so see guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, obviously my first attention will go to your ascendant lord. So your ascendant lord, like it's going to be half of the month, it is going to be like conjunct with Ketu in the 4th house, and immediate after that it is going to get debilitated in the 5th house. Your 7th lord is right now transiting 12th from it in the 6th house, where it is going to be now being supported by the congregation of the planets, with Mercury being placed over there. After half of the month, Sun will also transit over there. So see guys, if you're working as a lawyer, if you are like you have to write any competitive exam and something, academic matters are getting applicable in your case, for that point of view, this month has got lot in store for any lawsuit related situation, any competitive kind of situation, even for securing a loan. So Mars is generally given attention to the concern of the land, property, debt related concern and all. So in all these areas, planets are supporting you. But when we talk about the matters of the courtship, matters of the love, romance, your chemistry, your your understanding with your partner, that might take a hit in this month. So over there you have to be realistic, and you need to have realistic expectation from the partner, from the marriage. Guys, Jupiter's formal entry in your 3rd house will open many doors for you. See, you have to understand the beauty of the transiting planets right now for you. So both of your the Kama Bhava, like the air houses of interaction, socialization, are being well supported by 2 very heavy karmic planetary forces. Jupiter getting exalted in the 3rd house, and Saturn already being there in the 11th house. So yes guys, if I were to say, for the collaboration, sponsors, support coming in from your network circle and all, so that will, in that area, I see you succeeding in this month. Wheresoever you will be in need of any support, So, and not many people will be just able to make few calls and get the work done. There might be some travels as well for certain people, because Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect to the ninth house. There might be pilgrimages, religious oriented travels and all, faith driven travels and all. Those people who are like trying to publish any book, write any book, release any artistic creative work, over there as well, stars will support you. So guys, if I were to give you a highlight of this month for the Taurus Lagna natives, so a very good month for exertion of the authority, competitive kind of situation, securing a loan from the market. So for all those kind of situation, month has got lot in store. When we talk about the marital life or your chemistry with your partner, your love life, I'm seeing a major hit or scarcity over there. Don't pin too much expectation on your partner, on the marriage, and don't get disheartened, because this is a temporary kind of situation for this month. Along with that guys, because in this month there is going to be because of the Hindu festival and all, so people generally like spend a lot of money and all. So don't go overboard with your spending, because it looks like the house of debt is very empowered. So if you do not have any control over your spendings and all, so this month might prove out to be slightly expensive as well. And yes guys, for the sales, media, marketing professional, for initiating any task, something which has been long impending, or you're seeing a slow progress over there, this is going to be the month where suddenly your sales can spike, your sales, your followers can increase this month. So that I can assure you, with the way planetary alignment and energies are supporting you. Guys, not a very good energy for initiating any land or property related dealings. So Ketu is already there in the 4th house, and the 4th lord is debilitated, and the way your ascendant lord is also debilitated. So when we talk about big purchases, like going, like it's like, obviously if you're that rich that you can go and buy a Tesla anytime, then that's a different case. But for certain people, they plan and then they buy a car, they plan, then they buy their apartment, their property. So for those big purchases, the month does not seems to be very supportive. But yes, for the service professional, competitive situation, this month has got a lot to offer to you, and your social life, friend circle, people in your network will prove out to be of great help. And there will be some, like a lot of the short travels as well, a lot of socialization as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives for this month, so guys, in your case, a lot of the good things are happening for the Gemini Lagna for this month. So and especially because of the grace of the goddess Lakshmi, because of the grace of the gods and all, the financial inflow is going to be very high for this month, because your ascendant lord is in a dignified state, like it is going to be exalted till October 2nd. Then even like its placement in the 5th house is generally considered as good, like whether you work as an independent consultant, you are an artist, you are a creative person, you are into stock market and all. So Mercury's placement in the 5th house seems to be very supportive. Jupiter's transit in the 2nd house is generally considered as very good, and it's the exalted state of the planet Jupiter. So the way planets are influencing you guys right now, and this could be a case that if you are in a family business, because of the support of your partner, your spouse and all, so there is definitely going to be spike in the income, and high possibility of some auspicious or some manglik event which can happen in the life, in the family life and all. Guys, when we talk about from the Venus's point of view, so see guys, Venus is going to be getting out of the clutches of the Ketu from the 3rd house and entering in the 4th house, but it is getting debilitated over there. See, the thing is, there are like certain houses, even if Venus is going to be debilitated, but in the 12th house, it is still considered as good. Venus being in the 4th house, still considered as good. Compared to an exalted Venus, but in the 6th house, is not considered as good. House is very important. So I mean to say, yes, this is a holy auspicious month for the Hindus. So like there's going to be socialization. I'm sure the Gemini Lagna native can expect a lot of the gifts, lot of the invitation, some expensive purchases for the family, for the decor and the furniture and all. So yes, that is how the energy is going to be getting generated for this month. So guys, if I were to say, for the spike in the income, auspicious event in the family life, month is very supportive. For the matrimonial proposals, month is very supportive. Along with that, people who are like connected with the stock market, trading and all, like if right now you are a student, you have to write any important exam, you are in the process of enrollment to any university and all, so in all those cases as well, 5th house, 9th house, the way planets are influencing and transiting right now, I'm actually seeing the Gemini Lagna natives to be well taken care of. Yes, there is a slight vulnerability of that in this month Sun and Venus are going to be debilitated, but the beauty is that house is very important. Even if Venus is getting debilitated but in the 4th house where it is the significator, it's good. Sun is getting debilitated but in the 5th house, which is its original Leo energy, it is still good. So yes guys, for the Gemini Lagna natives, I only have good things to say. And yeah, expect some good news in your family life, in your kutumb, in your finances with this formal entry of the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is your 10th lord as well. So very good month for negotiating your package, negotiating your salary with your bosses at the work as well. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for the Gemini Lagna natives. In majority of the areas, whether we talk about for the students, matrimonial seekers, in your career front and all, socialization and all. So overall, I'm seeing like Gemini Lagna natives to be well taken care of. Month seems to be very supportive for you guys. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna natives, yes, a lot is happening in this month. In your case, the very first thing is that the planet of blessings and the divine grace, Jupiter will enter in your 1st house, which will actually open many doors for you. It's the entry of the 9th lord which is coming in. So some divine like guidance and someone with a very elevated religious like stature person, the influence of that person will enter in your life. There's a high possibility of that. So because again guys, the thing is, even in your like 9th house, like Saturn is transiting over there, so you are in a kind of alignment where you will not get just only religious or philosophical teachers and all, but people who are going to be very practical, very realistic and give you the right advice, put you in the right direction. Along with that guys, when we talk about from the Mercury's point of view, so yes, the 4th house like Libra sign for this month is very accentuated because of lot of the movement happening from over there, and that happened to be your 4th house. So that means if you are working as a realtor, or you are in a decor kind of business, you have your own gift shop and all, you are in a public domain, you are a political aspirant and all, so good energy for all those kind of concerns. Like even if you want to initiate any of the process of like, you know, buying a vehicle or like starting a mortgage, initiating the process of buying your house and all, so all of that can be considered for this month. Again guys, like if you are a Hindu, for the Vedic followers and all, this is the holy month like of like Sharad Purnima, Diwali, like Navratri will finish by that time, but a lot of the auspicious festivals are there. So I mean to say, for those Manglik and the auspicious purchases and for those events to happen in your life, the month is creating a supportive energy. Along with that guys, in your case, Venus was your like 11th and the 4th lord. It is going to be conjunct with Ketu till October like 8th, and immediate after that it is going to get debilitated in the 3rd house. Just be very mindful that because I know Cancer people are very emotional, so in your friend circle there might be slight disappointment. This could be the burden of expectation which people can put onto you, and even while putting any email or for any mode of communication, because these days, you know, especially if you are a very celebrity, very famous person, so all the tweets, all the posts which you put out gets monitored, get judged a lot. So the way planets are influencing you right now, in the 4th house, like Sun is debilitated. Sun is your 2nd lord, Ketu is over there in the 2nd house. So that means any critical approach, any critical outburst might be used against you. So yes, when we talk about the self-expression, the mode of the communication, not pinning too much hope and expectation in your network circle. Try to be self-reliant for this month. That is all what I can tell you. And yes guys, Jupiter's entry in the 1st house, any auspicious Manglik process you want to start, planning and conceiving a child, buying a house, or like matrimonial proposal, Jupiter will give its aspect to the 7th house. 7th lord is also in a graceful state in the 9th house, especially for the arranged marriage seeker and all. So yes guys, overall there's a supportive energy. Mars from the 4th house is also giving its aspect to your house of career as well. So it is empowering you as well. So the inner drive, inner motivation is actually putting you in the right direction. So yes guys, that's all what I can say. Whether we talk about it, just like that for the students, you have to work hard. Your 5th lord is 12th from it. So students have to slightly put extra efforts, but for any auspicious events, Manglik events to happen, the month is supportive. Just don't pin too much expectation from people in your network circle. Whatever you say, whatever you put out in the social media and all, be very mindful and accountable over there. That's all what I can say for the Cancer Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so see guys, for the Leo Lagna natives, first of all, there's a lot of stuff happening right now for you, like the way I mentioned in the Jupiter transit video as well. If you are a spiritual enthusiast and all, so the month has got lot to offer, like Jupiter getting exalted in the 12th house of the higher state of awareness. Ketu, the astral entity, divine entities are being transiting in your 1st house. Saturn, the planet of sadhana, tapasya, is in the 8th house of the sadhana. So for the religious and the spiritual austerities guys, the month is very powerful, lot of potential for you guys. Along with that, see, your ascendant lord is going to be getting debilitated in the 3rd house, but now the concern is that it is being supported by the Mars. So now what is going to be happening over here is that if someone is going to, you know, play around or tweak your ego, hurt your ego or pride, I'm sure lot many people will strike back with ferociousness. So my suggestion and recommendation is that don't be too vindictive, don't be filled with too much vengeance. It is going to drain your own energy only, because yes, this is what happens when sun gets debilitated. Ketu in your 1st house is making critical, and even if the pride of the sun is getting hurt, what is there to support it, reinforce it? Mars being placed over there. So driven by the impulse for this month, lot many Leo Lagna natives can land into problems, and because of your behavioral issue. So over there guys, you have to be careful. Along with that, people who are connected with sales, media, marketing and all, it's going to be a very supportive time. People who are like trying to initiate anything, and especially if it is connected with the foreign land, like the way guys, this American new thing, H1B visa fees hike, now Trump has like like now they have cleared it. It's not like going to be every yearly fees, it's going to be one-time fees. But I mean to say that actually created a lot of uncertainty. So but in your case, your 12th house is very empowered. So whether we talk about visa, immigration, foreign settlement, any of those overseas interest, stars will support you. So over there you will not face any disappointment, I can assure you. Along with that guys, like when we talk about any of the important purchases, so just like that, I would still say that wait for Mars on October 27th to enter in your 4th house. Then it's going to be much beneficial time. Before October 27th, I will not recommend making heavy purchases connected with land, property, vehicle and all. Venus is also debilitated for this month, so that is also creating this energy that some sort of like those expenses which could have been otherwise avoided. So yes, those kind of expenses can happen. There will be that sort of you will find yourself being distanced from the partner. Venus is afflicted guys, not a very good sign. Venus is your 10th lord as well. So like the way I've been saying this thing, your speech can land you in problem, your aggression can land you in trouble, and especially while dealing with the females and all, you have to be very calculative, you have to be very careful. So yes guys, this is how the overall like month is going to be turning out for you. So for your initiatives, endeavors, getting getting support from people around you, from your brother, from your homies, your siblings, you will find yourself being well taken care of. Your resources will come to your aid. Confidence is all-time high, lot of spiritual potential. Overseas interest will be much rewarded. Within the marriage, there's going to be that sense and feeling of being distanced from your partner. And in your career front, just be very mindful of your conduct and behavior around the females or while talking. And if someone is gonna hurt your ego, your pride, don't become too filled with vengeance. That's all what I can say. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, as you can see this thing, that the very first thing is that planets are, especially the benefic planets, are going to be in a very good alignment for this month. Jupiter getting exalted in your 11th house is one of the very good placement for Jupiter to be. Venus, another benefic planet, although it is debilitated, but it is going to be transiting in your first house. That means charm, glamour, and especially like if you are connected with any of those films, television, media, designing field, so stars will support you. Your second house is right now very empowered. So see guys, in the transit with this empowered state of the second house and the 11th house, in terms of the finances, this is going to be a very rewarding, very fulfilling month. So any experiments, anything which you have in your mind to experiment for this month, I can give you a go ahead based on the transit of the planets. They are actually supporting you. Along with that guys, your 7th lord becomes the planet Jupiter. So even from the matrimonial proposals point of view, commercial aspiration, spike in the business, more like business opportunities coming to you, from that point of view as well, the month will prove out to be very rewarding. So yes guys, especially when we talk about the career, we talk about your personal grooming, we talk about the relationship point of view, stars seems to be very much supportive for you. There will be some slight expenses like just in order to take care of the family. So the 12th lord, which becomes the planet Sun, it is going to be transiting in your second house. So just to take care of the family or the immediate family and all, there might be some expenses which you have to deal with. So like Ketu is already transiting in your 12th house, so that slight vulnerability is going to be there. From the students point of view guys, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. Mercury is in a good state, your 5th lord Saturn is in a good state, Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect. So that means if you have any academic planning for this month, like you have to write an exam, put your file for like any foreign university admission and all, so for the students and all as well, the stars are very supportive. Rahu in the 6th house makes you very competitive. So for the students, it's going to be very beneficial time. Spike in the income point of view, it's a good month. Your personal grooming, personal style, well-being, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. The only slight concern is that like some health vulnerability of the any person in your immediate family. And yes guys, this is going to be very beneficial month. We will be celebrating like the Diwali, where we worship the goddess Lakshmi as well, and with the placement of Venus in your first house, I would say that make the best use out of it. Overall, a very fulfilling month for the Virgo Lagna natives. Sorry guys, my camera just has got 30 minutes recording duration, so I need to re-record it. Okay guys, so when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, like any of the discussion, generally start first with giving attention to how planets are going to be influencing you, especially your ascendant lord. So guys, your ascendant lord, which is going to be conjunct with Ketu in your 11th house, but now it is going to be coming out of the clutches of the Ketu, and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house, in the Virgo sign, the sign of its debilitation. But again guys, like the way I say this thing, see, if you are a novice astrologer, you just going to go by the rule of the book and all, you might find it that okay, like Sun is debilitated, like Venus is debilitated, but you also have to see their placement as well. Sun, even if it is going to be debilitated, but in the first house, it is considered as strong over there. Venus being in the 12th house, being in the 4th house, it is the significator of those houses. It is considered as strong over there. So I mean to say, if you have any of the overseas interest over there, it will benefit you. There will be certain expenses that cannot be ruled out, but if you are primarily working in the overseas area, like admission to a foreign university, like applying for visa or trying to settle down in a foreign land, you are in an import-export nature of business, you are planning any major travel for this month, so I would say that stars will prove out to be very supportive for you. Along with that guys, the way the Kendra Bhavas are going to be empowered for this month for you, like with this formal entry of Jupiter in your 10th house, which happen to be your 6th and the 3rd lord as well. So that means in terms of getting those opportunities to scale up, stars will support you. If you will give attention to your first house, most importantly guys, the planet Mars, like Mars before, like it was there in the 12th house, 6th from it, when it was in your 11th house, it was conjunct with Ketu over there. So now I mean to say the 7th lord is in a good dignity. So that in itself tells about that whatever you would have been dealing so far from the past couple of months, like this could be a domestic life, family life. So Jupiter's aspect to your 4th house will prove out to be very supportive. Whatever challenges you have been facing in the matrimonial life, the 7th lord now is in an empowered state. It will support you over there as well. The only concern guys which I am seeing over here is that Mars's placement in the first house many times makes our head area prone to injury. And second thing is that because Mars and Mercury are going to be transiting in your first house, so if you are an impulsive person, you are always too quick and rash in terms of your decision making and all, so over there you have to make a healthy balance of things. So guys, if I were to summarize in terms of the career growth opportunities point of view, the month proves out to be very supportive. In your case guys, like in your 11th house, Ketu is transiting over there, and the 11th lord is going to be transiting in the first house. That means many opportunities will come to you and you will be approached. Like if you are a content creator, you are an influencer and all, like even if you are a job seeker and you have been putting the word out in all the LinkedIn, social media handles and all, you have been like putting the word out to all the people in your network and all. So there might be some turnaround of the things, like as per your liking. So there's a high possibility of that. The only concern is that guys, which I'm seeing for this month for you people, is that the debilitation of the Venus in your 12th house, which again is not making your love life very vulnerable or some sort of loss in the travel or something. Venus is very strongly, intimately connected with the 12th house. The only thing is that expenses. So be very mindful of the expenses. That's all what I can say in this month guys, especially around the time of the Diwali. So the goddess Lakshmi sadhana will become very important for you. So I will make a video on that guys, like when we will be close to the time of the Diwali, that which all are the remedies and the upayas, because for this month the Sharad Purnima and all, these are some very holy auspicious days for doing the rituals, for doing the donation, doing the specific remedy. So I will talk about that when the right time come. But as of now guys, I'm actually seeing like some sort of calmness in your domestic life. Some auspicious Manglik event can also happen. Jupiter is giving its aspect. Growth opportunities in your career front, and let's say for example if you are the face of a brand, you are in a top leadership role and all, so with planets like Mars, Mercury, like Sun being there in your first house, you are in an empowered state. You have all the cards. That's all what I can say. So yes guys, that's all for the Libra Lagna natives for this month. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, a lot is happening right now, but the most beautiful and the most motivating thing for this month for the Scorpions is that Jupiter's entry in their 9th house. So that in itself means that Jupiter, and because of the divine blessings and all, some important things and important events can happen in this month. Guys, your ascendant lord right now is transiting in the 12th house, and it is being backed up by, supported by Mercury and the Sun as well. So that means if you are into something covert, secretive operations, you are connected with the import-export nature of work, any of the concerns of the foreign land, because see, people talk about that ascendant lord being debilitated, ascendant lord being weak. Wherever the ascendant lord goes, it try to like do something to safeguard your interest in the department, in the area of that house. That means if you have any aspiration connected with the 12th house, stars will support you, because with this combination of the Mars and the Sun and all, it is actually going to support you. Along with that guys, with Sun's entry in your 12th house, so guys, for this month Sun and Venus are going to be debilitated. So see, it's a kind of thing over where a lot of the discretion has to be used. If you will just go by the bookish knowledge and all, so 7th lord is going in the house of the wish fulfillment, but you have to also understand it is going to be getting debilitated over there. So I mean to say, in your commercial aspiration guys, in the matters of the courtship, try to have realistic expectation, because this generally tells about those kind of situation where you will approach with high expectation, unrealistic expectation, and might be turned down at the last minute. So have some realistic expectation. Be very respectful to the females in your network circle. That will become very important. And but guys, the good thing is that for any travels, any overseas interest, import export nature of work, visa, immigration related concerns, stars are actually supporting you. See guys, whenever we talk about these kind of areas, we generally give attention to the 9th house and the 12th house. In your case, they are very empowered for this month. And yes, again guys, if in your natal chart your moon is afflicted, you have some like confidence related issue, like self confidence related issue. So over there, some people might find themselves being troubled, because 4th house Rahu in any case is making you internally emotionally insecure. Saturn being retrograde in the 5th house, your thoughts, your mind is going through back and forth with your plans and all. And now with ascendant Lord Mars being in the 12th house, so as much as it might be good for the overseas interest, but when we talk about a very confident, go-getter, assertive personality, over there it takes a hit. And along with that guys, you already have Ketu in the 10th house, and 10th Lord is going to be debilitated in the 12th house. So that means especially people who are in job and all. So guys, you have to be very, very careful. So this is a kind of a typical yoga where there can be some sudden turnaround of the things as well. So a lot is dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart, what kind of dashas you are currently going through. But yes, whatever has been assigned to you in your job, take that very seriously, because this is how the planetary alignment is right now indicating. Although Jupiter will safeguard your interest, but even after that, when we talk about Ketu's domain is higher than any other planetary force. I know that Jupiter is very, like, it carries the blessing, auspiciousness, but no planetary force is stronger than Ketu. So Ketu is in the 10th house, 10th Lord is in the 12th house. So yes, if you are working as a doctor, if you are into the medical industry, it is a very good time for you. But even over there as well, lot many people will go through transition. That's all what I can say. So guys, if I were to summarize, in the matters of the courtship, business, proposals, alliances, have some realistic expectation, realistic hopes. There will be some confidence related issue and all. Also guys, when we talk about any land or big purchases for this month, much better to avoid. I cannot give you go ahead, especially with this kind of alignment, to make any big fancy purchases. Much better let the planet Mars after October 27th enter your first house, but till October 26th I will not recommend any major land, property, vehicle related purchases and all. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for the Scorpio Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so see guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna, a lot of good stuff is going to be happening this month, because your ascendant Lord is going to be getting exalted. A lot of the transformation will happen. Along with that guys, Venus is going to be transiting from your 10th house. It is going to be getting debilitated, and your 11th house for this month is very empowered with the placement of the Sun, with Mars and with Mercury being over there. So there will be spike in the income in your network circle. Lot many opportunities can be expected. Some sort of socialization, gathering, like if you get an invitation for any social event, any party and all, my recommendation, do attend that. You'll never know that what kind of contacts and connections you can make and what kind of opportunities can be generated from over there. So for the socialization, spike in the income point of view, it's going to be a very fulfilling month. Guys, in your case, Venus in any case is not a very good planet for you, and now Venus is going to be getting debilitated on October 9th in your 10th house. So especially if you report to female bosses and all, and around the females and all, your conduct has to be very respectful. That will become very important. And just try not to get into any office politics and all. There might be slight vulnerability of that as well. So yes, if you feel that your juniors, your subordinates are being very rebellious, or you are having some issue to blend in the team and all, so much better opt for a diplomatic approach. That is what Rahu in the 3rd house teaches us. And for those people who are connected with sadhana, anything to do with the spirituality, insurance, anything to do with the inheritance, ancestral property related concerns and all, you are a research student and all, so for those people this is going to be very very fulfilling month. And yes guys, like your 7th lord is going to be transiting in the 11th house, so even when we talk about commercial opportunities, matrimonial proposal point of view, and enhancement in your social circle point of view, the month is going to be very very fulfilling. The only red line for this month is Venus being debilitated in your like 10th house. Even when we talk about the planet like Sun, so Ketu being in the 9th house and the 9th lord, even if it is getting debilitated, but the kind of environment it is around, you do not have to worry much about it. So still stars will support you. 11th house guys is a house where all the planets are hard bent, are compelled to fulfill some desire or some wish of yours. So even after that it is going to be supportive for you. So yes guys, in terms of the matrimonial proposal, commercial opportunities, socialization, the month seems to be very supportive. And even for any land or big purchases and all, that can be initiated. If I were to say Saturn being in the 11th house and Jupiter's placement and Mars being in the 11th house, that can be initiated. I'm not seeing any vulnerability over there. So overall guys, a very transformative month for you guys for sure. And like the way I mentioned, if you're already connected with sadhana, devotional practices and all, so heightened awareness, experiences will happen. Life will turn around guys. With ascendant lord getting exalted in the 8th house, there will be some turnaround. Now this could happen in the material plane, this could happen in a mental plane, this could happen in your residential area. Jupiter is also the 4th lord as well. Suddenly you will shift to a bigger new place. So a lot of the potential this month is carrying for you. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so see guys, for the Capricorn Lagna guys, the month has got some good news in store for you. Like with Jupiter's formal entry in the 7th house, it will open many doors for the alliances, opportunities, acceptance in the public domain. It's going to be very good news. And again guys, with the entry of the Sun, Mercury and Mars, there's a lot of energy which is going in the 10th house. It is actually empowering you. So that means for the exertion of authority, attainment of position, if you're applying for a job, finding a job of your choice, for promotion related concerns, stars are actually supporting you very strongly. And like the way guys, I've been saying this thing from past couple of weeks, that Venus in your case becomes your Yog Karak planet, your 10th lord, and it was there in the 8th house being conjunct with Ketu, which was creating that vulnerability in your career front, hire or fire kind of energy. But yes, on like October 9th, when Venus will also enter your 9th house, it will prove out to be supportive for you. See guys, when we talk about Venus being debilitated and all, but the thing is, we have to see, like the way we say Ucharohi placement, where immediate after this, where the zodiac sign, like where the planet is headed. Immediate after this, Venus is headed towards its own territory to the Libra sign. And 9th house, 11th house, these are like certain houses where planets tend to act good. And especially guys, like if you are like a devotee of the feminine divine, you are a devotee of the goddess and all. So especially this month, around the time of the Diwali, for the devotion or worship or the Bij mantra chanting of the goddess Lakshmi, it will bless you with opportunities, wealth, fame, luxury, all of that can happen. So that is the only reason guys, we wait for Diwali, for the right muhurat to do the Lakshmi puja. So that will become very important for you. So see guys, if I were to summarize this month for you guys, so for employment related concern, for the exertion of your authority point of view, it is a very very fulfilling kind of month. For like when we talk about travels point of view, I'm not seeing you vulnerable over there. There might be some travel which will prove out to be filled with, it will definitely have that flavors of the luxury. Matrimonial life, matrimonial proposals, we have already discussed. So and it's just like that guys, in your case, Sun becomes your 8th lord as well, and now it is going to be transiting in the 10th house. So yes, like just if you can just pamper the ego of your bosses, that will work much in your favor. Like rather than going against, like the way what is happening in Indian politics, in the American politics right now, that just keep on praising that whatever the leader is doing and you will be good, you will be well taken care of. That's all what is required. Cajoling, buttering, cajoling. If Sun is in this kind of alignment, you can actually tame the bosses to work as per your liking. That is how it can happen. And yes guys, for the like people who are connected with art, entertainment, media field and all, so third house Saturn, and in your case Jupiter becomes a third lord as well. It is getting exalted in the 7th house and giving its aspect to the Pisces. Guys, I mentioned this thing before. Jupiter was giving aspect to the Sagittarius, and now it is going to be giving aspect to the Pisces. There is a difference. Sagittarius is about when we do the austerity. Pisces is about when the universe takes care of us. Suddenly things happen from the universe. So that is what manifestation can happen for you. So for the artists, creative people, guys, it's going to be good kind of month. The only concern is that, guys, in your case, Rahu in the 2nd house makes it difficult to save money. And because Saturn is your ascendant and the 2nd lord, and it is retrograde in the 3rd house. So there is a kind of a slowness in major areas of your life. So all what I can say is that if you are expecting a result equivalent to 10, put efforts of 20. If you are expecting the outcome or results of 50, put the efforts of 70. Because with ascendant lord retrograde in the 3rd house, if you're not putting extra efforts, you cannot turn around things. That's all what I can say. So, but overall, guys, it's going to be very fulfilling month, especially the focal point being your career, your reputation, and the matrimonial alliances and the commercial aspiration of yours. Now, guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so see, guys, for the Aquarius Lagna, especially if you have any of the concerns like which is connected with the higher study, foreign travels, visa immigration related concerns, religious sadhana, you are connected with the fields of hospital, pharmacy, healing, you are an insurance agent, you are a debt collector. So for those people, this is going to be kind of a fulfilling kind of month. Guys, in your case, when we talk about the 7th lord, so your 7th lord is going to be getting debilitated in the 9th house after half of the month, and individually your Yogarak planet and the planet of romance like love, Venus, is going to be transiting in the 8th house. So see, guys, this is a kind of a typical placement of Venus which is generally considered as good for the Bhog Vilas. But when we talk about sustainability, fulfillment, commitment, over there you will find that lack. And sometimes when Venus is transiting from the 8th house, 12th house, like many people, like people tend to have lot many indulgences and extravagances, so those expenses which otherwise could have been avoided. So be very mindful, guys, over there. Along with that, guys, with this empowered state of the 9th house of yours. So but again, guys, you have to understand this thing. The 9th lord is 12th from it and it is debilitated in the 8th house. So don't play around or experiment too much with the luck, because luck seems to be slightly getting affected. So take only those much chances regarding which you have the plan, you have the experience, you have the expertise. That is the first thing which I want to say. Second thing, like the way I mentioned, guys, with this empowered state of the 9th house, you are a writer, you are a publisher, you are in a immigration business, you are in an import-export nature of business, you are a motivational speaker, you work in a bank, you work as a you work in the judiciary. So for those people, especially if you work in the judiciary and all, you work in the health industry and all, you are a doctor, so for them this is going to be very, very beneficial month. So, and for any of the process you want to initiate for your enrollment to any course, any certification, admission to any college, university and all, that can be that can be put in process. For that, the month seems to be very supportive. Guys, your 4th lord is kind of afflicted this month, so I will not recommend like those big purchases. When we say buying a house, initiating a process of buying a house, buying a vehicle, those big expenses, much better if you can avoid for this month. And because yeah, in any case, there is going to be a lot of expenses which you have to deal with. Many people will find it difficult to save money. Saving is getting affected. The ascendant lord retrograde in the 2nd house, many Aquarius Lagna native will find it difficult to save money. So yes, guys, that is all what I can say. So I will summarize. When we talk about the matrimonial life and the relationship, there's a lot of the tumultuousness which you will experience over there, ego related clashes which can happen. But when we talk about sadhana, foreign travels, learning, health, fitness, again, guys, everything comes down to how much of the things are getting applicable in your case. So see, I am Aquarius moon and I am Aries Lagna. Whenever it happens in Virgo, like whatever, like this solar eclipse at a time when I'm recording this video, so it means the energy is impacting from my ascendant 6th house and from my moon sign 8th house. And I have fever. I do not know from where the fever came. My nose, everything, my body is paining, sore. So planets have a way of acting out. I mentioned that in the weekly horoscope video, and I do not know from where I got fever from last night. So yeah, that's all what I can say, guys. Planets have their way. Again, everything comes down to, are you working in the direction of the wind or not? So those fields which I mentioned, if you're already operating over there, stars seems to be blessing you with many opportunities. But for other people, guys, especially the vulnerable zone of this month for you is the domestic life and the relationship. And the blessing of this month is health, fitness, higher learning, travels. That is where you will find the blessings. In terms of the career, guys, especially for the job people. So yes, on October 19th, like Jupiter will get exalted in your 6th house. And on October 27th, Mars will get strengthened in your 10th house. So after the second half of the week, guys, you will see that the power is coming back to you and things will rapidly grow, and like in your job front, in your career front, with Jupiter being exalted in the 6th and Mars being well placed in the 10th. And especially if you're working as a lawyer, connected with judiciary, police, military, very, very beneficial yoga for you. But yes, the matters of the domestic life, love, romance, indulgences, that is where you need to have guard for this month. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so see guys, for the Pisces Lagna, your ascendant lord getting exalted on October 19th in your 5th house will initiate some Purva Punya. Things from your spiritual bank balance will be revealed, manifested for this month. So for that, if you're working as a teacher, you are a student right now, you are an artist, you are a creative professional, very good news. Along with that, guys, the only concern which I'm seeing for this month for you people is that, Venus is going to be transiting in your 7th house. Now, in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Venus in the 7th house, even if it is debilitated, it's not seen as very vulnerable energy. The only concern is that your 6th Lord Sun getting debilitated in the 8th house. So in the job front, there might be some difficulties and challenges with the co-workers. And yes, guys, because Rahu is already transiting in your 12th house, so people secretly plotting, planning things behind your back. So whatever job is assigned to you, and especially if you deal with any sensitive information, sensitive product, sensitive industry, do your job with complete responsibility, complete accountability. 6th house Ketu and the 6th Lord Sun being debilitated in the 8th house. Guys, is a typical yoga, I'm telling you. When Ketu transit from the 6th house, no matter what happens, never quit. Because I've seen people, then if you put down your papers or somehow you lose your job, when Ketu is influencing the 6th house, then it creates a big gap. So then people find it difficult to get back. So no matter how bad workplace environment is, you have to stick to that job. That will become very important. Health is slightly on the radar, guys. So, and if you have to write any competitive exam, you are going through any lawsuit related concern, so be at guard. You have to be well prepared in these kind of situation. Guys, when we talk about the matrimonial life related concern, any domestic house, family purchases and all, so yeah, the 4th and the 7th Lord is transiting in the 8th house, and Mercury being close to planets like Sun is already going to be debilitated. Mercury and Mars do not get along very well. So refrain from any impulsive purchases. Like rather, if I were to say, any important purchases you have to make, any important decision you have to make, like initiating the house buying process, buying a new vehicle, much better if you can do that in the month of the November. That will be much more better for you when Venus is going to be in a dignity, Mars is going to be in a dignity. So that is what I can recommend. So yes, guys, overall, if I were to say in terms of the matrimonial life, domestic life, I'm seeing slight vulnerability at work front as well, and the health front is also seems to be getting affected. If you are connected with research, insurance, occult, very beneficial time for you. Anything to do with the academic pursuit, if you are a consultant, you are an artist, for those people this is going to be a beneficial time as well. So and because guys, in your case, like Jupiter becomes your 10th Lord. Jupiter becomes your ascendant and the 10th Lord. So no matter how much people your co-workers will be conniving, plotting things behind your back, there is a possibility that you will be able to gain the trust of your bosses because of your goodwill as well, because of your earned goodwill as well. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for this month for all the rising signs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.